Good morning to all of you. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. So today we are going to start the sub topic of management accounting. That is analysis and interpretation of financial statements. Up to the last period, we have solved the problems on vertical form of income statement and vertical form of balance sheet. And from the particular study, we know that how the balance sheet and income statement is to be prepared or arranged for the benefit of the management, because management can knows each and every aspect from the income statement as well as the financial accounts, that is balance sheet. We know the income from operation by way of net sales. Then we know the various types of operating expenses, and also we know the gross profit, cost of sales, and again we are very informative system which can go through what is the operating profit before interest, what is the operating profit after interest, and what is a non-operational income or non-operational business other losses. So each and every aspect in the income statement we are known very well because of the vertical form of income statement. And in the balance sheet, we are again making the two main heads, that is sources of funds or equity and liabilities, and another is application of funds. So how the funds are to be raised, how the funds are to be comes in the business, that we are shown from the sources of funds. In the sources of funds, what is the equity share capital and what is the preference share capital, as well as how much reserves are to be created by the business, that we are known very well. And if the equity capital, preference share capital, reserves and surplus we know, then we are understanding what is the own capital or proprietors funds in the business organization which are to be invested or which are to be comes from the different types of sources. So own funds or equity funds are the huge amount, because that is the real capital, that is own capital. And if the own capital is sufficient with the business organization, then you are not in a danger position, because your own capital means you are getting that from the shareholders, from the preference shareholders, and through creating the reserves by way of profit which we have earned in the particular years. Then if some additional capital or some projects are to be expanded by the business organization, then the own capital or shareholders funds are not sufficient for that. And again, for the temporary purpose, say for 5 years, 10 years purpose, the borrowed funds or loan funds are to be created by the company. And this includes debentures, then loan from bank, public deposits accepted, and all other things. Now, your own capital and borrowed capital, that comes the total capital employed by the business organization. So how much capital is employed, how much capital is raised by the company through the different types of sources, that is to be shown in the sources of funds. And how these funds are to be utilized, how these funds are to be used, that is to be shown in the application of funds. Application means how they are used. And in any business organization, the basic infrastructure facilities are required. Land and building required, plant and machinery is required, furniture required, many other things are required. And that is why the fixed assets in which the huge amount is to be invested by the company, that is why the fixed assets are to be not purchased again and again. Once you have purchased the fixed asset, 10 years, 15 years, 25 years, you are not going to purchase again. Some renewals are there, some repairs are there, some other things are there. And that's why you can increase the life of the particular fixed assets for a long period of time also. We are having the heritage. In India, some heritage things are there. And that is why we can say Lal Killa, then Agra, Taj Mahal, and many other places are the heritage of India. Your Raigad fort is also the heritage. How many years is completed now? 400 years. When the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has having the ruling on the Maharashtra, Swarajya and our Maharashtra. From that 400 years ago, the heritage is there. And likewise, when the fixed assets are to be purchased, these are lifelong assets with the company, assets with the business organization. And then the other investments are also made by the company. If we are having the profitability, if you are having the gain in the business, then again you have to invest something for the future development or future purpose of the business. Investment in shares, investment in government bonds, investment in national saving certificates, or many other, that is to be invested by the company for future. Because if you are having the profit and you are created only reserves, the reserves are to be required there as per the law, as per the act. Some reserves are to be created. These are compulsory. But when your profit is earned by the business organization, and in near future, if you require some huge amount, then that amount is to be made available through the investment. Investment made in other companies' shares, invested made in government bonds, in other government schemes, then ultimately you are getting the money back when you require. And that type of investment are to be made by the company in the different types of sources. Then current assets and current liabilities, these are to be again required for the particular business organization for running the business very properly or effectively and efficiently. The liabilities are also there. So current liabilities and current, that is assets, we are making that if the total current assets minus current liabilities is the working capital, and this working capital is again required for day-to-day purpose. What is your operation? What is your activities? If the working capital is sufficient with you, then your daily activities, daily routine work, that cannot be disturbed, that can be smoothly operated in the business organization. So working capital is also required to the business organization in a particular volume. It may not be excess, it may not be minimum, or there may not be a scarcity of working capital. And that is why each and every aspect is to be managed by the business organization. The top management people, board of directors, then managing directors, chief executive persons, all these persons are engaged in managing the business very properly. Their role, their activities, their vision, these are always looking towards the future, only considering the what is the, we have done in the past, what we are doing in the current, but future is also important. the business activities or the development of business can be depend on how you can see for the future. And then that type of, again, vision, that type of insight must be in the management, top management people. More people are always engaged in the management things, how the policy is to be made, how it is to be implemented, how the other things are to be made properly. So excellent, experienced, talented peoples are to be appointed, or these are to be given the services. In the professional world today, if in the company you are not having that particular talent in your own business, then you can hire it from the outsiders. Outsourcing is available today. So many of the professional persons are there. They can guide to the company. They can give some particular things in a particular manner. And that is why such types of, we can say, business activities are to be available in the market. And then why the financial statements are to be analyzed and interpreted. We know that financial statements are nothing but it can shows the profitability of the business. Just I am going to give you this explanation with the help of PPT. I will open the PPT now. So analysis and interpretation of financial statements. Now, what is the financial statement? What is the purpose of financial statements? We know that the financial statements are indicators of profitability and financial position. In the last year, when we are discussing about the accountancy, at that time I was always said that profit and loss account shows the profitability. Trading and profit and loss account shows the profitability of the business. You know that trading account shows the gross profit, then profit and loss account shows the net profit. And that's why we may say that financial statements are indicators of profitability. That means trading and profit and loss account shows you what is the profit, what is the net loss or other things also. And balance sheet can show you the financial position. What is your financial strength? What is your soundness? Properties, many other things that is to be shown by the balance sheet itself. And that is why if these financial statements are showing what is your profitability, what is your financial position, whether it is increased or whether it is expanded or not, how the financial position is there in the business. If year after year, your profit is to be increased by crores of rupees, then anybody can say that the profitability of the business concern is very good. In the particular year, suppose from the last 10 years, you are getting the profit of 20%, 30%, 40% like that. If there is a 1% increase in the profitability in next year, then also the profitability is good. So this profitability can be shown by the trading and profit and loss account, whereas financial position, how much your assets are increased, land and building, plant and machinery, motor vehicles, many other things that are to be if increased year after year, because there is a huge investment in the fixed asset. Crores of rupees are to be invested in the fixed asset. And if you are having that property, if you are having that particular assets, then at any time you can make available the finance, the loan by mortgaging such types of assets or such types of properties in the markets or in the banks. So financial statements are the indicators of profitability and financial position of the business. In the objective question, if you are asked, the profit and loss account shows the profitability, then we may say that this sentence is correct. And if adversely I am saying here, the balance sheet can shows the profitability of the business, then it is a false. So balance sheet can shows the financial position, and the trading and profit and loss account shows the profitability of the business. Actually, when we are solving the problem, we know it very well. Trading account shows the gross profit, profit and loss account shows the net profit, and balance sheet shows the financial position, how the assets are with you, how it is to be managed with the liability, and what are the reserves with you. So everything can be shown in the balance sheet, and that is why we are saying that balance sheet can shows the financial position. Investors, shareholders, any other parties, they are only look what is the balance sheet and what is the profitability of the business organization. They are not looking all other things. And then they take a decision whether we can invest in the particular company or not, whether we can keep contact or make a transaction with the company or not. So it can be depends upon the particular things, and that can be known because of the analysis and interpretation of the financial statements. Now, what is to be known from the analysis? To know what to look for and how to interpret is analysis. Now, whatever may be the position which is shown by the balance sheet, whatever may be the profitability which can be shown by the trading and profit and loss account, then we cannot say that that is only the particular picture. We know that, and how to look for how the profitability is there, when it is increased, when it is sometimes decreased. All the days or all the months are not having the profitability in the business organization. Sometimes there is a up and downs in the market. Because of this COVID-19, we all know that many companies are in a financial problem. No production, no that much sales, no that much turnover. And because of that, from the last, we can say before 7-6 months, the companies are in profit. But now due to the COVID-19, due to this coronavirus, some companies are having same assets, having same things with them, but there is no any market availability. Some lockdowns are there, transport is not better, workers are also not available in the particular market. So all the things that are to be reason for the non profitability of the business organization, and that is to be analysis. If you are saying that in the last 2019 the profitability of the business organization is very good, but after COVID-19 the financial position of the business organizations are become in danger, that is known as analysis. We know very well that before 7-8 months the profit is more, turnover is more, all the things market is available, but after 7 months everything is come into danger, have some issues, have some problems, and the business organizations can only survive in this position. Survival is very important. You are not closing down your business, but you can survive, you can face the problem, you can have the less profitability, but again you are standing on your own feet. That is the survival of the business organization, is also important things in the analysis of the financial statements. Now, financial analysis is done through financial statements. What is the position which is shown in the gross profit, net profit, purchases, sales, many other expenditures which are to be incurred by the company. Everything is to be known or made available. Data is available through the financial statements. And if data is available, you can analyze it very properly. Profit for the last 3 months, 4 months, it is to be in the decline position. It is to be decreased, but we cannot say that why it is decreased. It is one of the situation, one of the, when we can say the condition, it is not faced by one business organization. All the business organizations are facing that problem, and that is the analysis. Analysis is nothing but what is the particular thing is to be happened, how it is to be looked, how it is to be forward, and how it is to be take a place. That is known as analysis. Now, analysis helps to the management in self-evaluation. Self-evaluation, nobody can evaluate yourself. Company on its own evaluate. In the last, I can again repeat, before the March 2020, the business organizations are having the best turnover, best production, best performance. But after the 6 months, it is to be reduced, it is to become down. And that is the self-evaluation. Nobody can require a special person for the analysis. Anybody can do this analysis, and financial statement that can be helped to the management in the self-evaluation on your own. You can check, you can find out, you can evaluate, and then you are in a position to self-appraisal, whether it is good condition, whether it is bad condition, whether it is neutral condition. So that is known as self-appraisal. In a student life, we can also have our self-evaluation from the 10th standard, how many marks you are getting, at the 12th standard, how many marks you are getting. That is a self-evaluation and self-appraisal. If you are increasing your percentage, in the 10th standard, you are getting supposed to be 60% marks. And in the 12th, you are getting 65% mark. Then that is a self-evaluation. You are improving your performance, and somebody is having 60% mark in the 12th, but in the 12th, and afterwards he is getting 50% marks. Then that is also decline or decreased level of evaluation, and that is also the self-appraisal. Why we are accepting it? In the 10th standard, you are getting 60% marks, and in the 12th standard, you are getting 65% mark. Then you realize that some extra study, some extra efforts, some extra things I have done, and that is known as self-appraisal. You can appraise yourself. Nobody can evaluate it. Nobody can appraise it. You realize that I have done so many, and that is why I have become that particular standard, and the mark or percentage are to be increased. Then because of analysis or interpretation of the financial statements, shareholders and investors are to be judged the efficiency of management. Any business organization's success or failure is to be depend upon the efficiency. Efficiency is increasing, that means the management is doing very well. If efficiency is decreased, then the management have some problems, some difficulties before them, and then the shareholders or investors. Now these shareholders and investors are always looking what is the position of the financial statements, profitability and financial position. Nobody can invest whether there are huge losses in the company. If the huge losses are there and you are invested in that company, that means your investment can become into danger. It cannot be refunded. You cannot get the return. You cannot get the dividend. You cannot get the interest. So the investor can always look the financial position, the profitability, and then take the decision. Why we are investing? Our investment is for the future and it is to be increased one. Say example, 10 lakhs rupees are to be invested in the particular company and you are getting 10% dividend, 15% dividend, then your returns are more, your incomes are more. But if the company is having losses and you are investing 10,000, losses means there is no dividend, there is no return, and there may be loss to the particular investor. And that is why analysis is to be helps for the shareholders and investors to judge the efficiency of the management. Now, once if you are invested in the shares, invested in the debentures, and you know that the financial position of the company is reducing, decreasing, then you can take the decision. You sold the shares and invest in other company. It is not compulsion. It is not, we can say, bounding on you. When once investment is made, you cannot sold it. Share market is one of the market where if the value of shares are to be decreased, then persons are sold out and some persons are purchase it. That is the position of the share market. Up and downs, price coming high, then down. That is the position. And then the shareholders are take the decision. If the losses are there, the persons are sell their shares or debentures to the in the market, and they can invest in other companies where the profitability is better. So these are the particular things which are to be done in the analysis. Now interpretation is the next stage after the analysis. When you are analyze the things very properly, you know the evaluation, you know the self appraisal, you know the things, small things which are to be responsible for that. And in the interpretation, the some remedial actions, some suggestions, some other sources that are to be known to the particular business organization. Now, when we are going, if you are not feeling well, you are having some problem, health problem, then we are going to the doctor and consult to that particular doctor. Sir, I having the particular things, I am not feeling well. Then doctor check and then analysis is to be done. So by overlooking or by some symptoms, you are analyzed by the doctor. But sometimes it is not easily done by the doctor if symptoms are not to be like other normal illness. Then the doctor says that you can go to the blood test, urine test, or other test. That is the interpretation. Interpretation is the next stage of the analysis. In analysis, if you are knowing the particular things very properly, then that is okay. But on the basis of analysis, it is not so easy to found the things, found the matters, then you have to interpret. Then doctor says you have to check your blood, what is your hemoglobin, what is your various types of you can say things in the blood. Urine can also be checked, and then we know that what is happened, and that is the known as interpretation. In the interpretation, detailed checking is done, and in the analysis, some overlooking, we can say things are to be considered, and sometimes some things you know, and then the medicine can be given by the doctor. But if the doctor is not found what is your particular problem, then he says you can go for the blood test, urine test, whatever may be other tests. Your total body checkup is also there. Sometimes other things are to be done. So these are the things. Analysis is a simple technique. It is to be overlooking, it is to be done by the particular person. But interpretation means going into detail. If somebody is dead, if the person is dead and we are not knowing the reason how, why he is dead, in the sleep, in the night, when the person is sleeping and he is not wake up, then we say that why, what is the reason of death, what is the reason of that particular person died. Then the post-mortem is done, whether the snake is bite, whether other things are done, heart attacks will be there. So the post-mortem can give you the detailed cause of that particular death. And likewise, analysis is the first step and interpretation is the another step. It is going into deep, go thoroughly and find the reasons. Because of so and so, the death is there. Heart attack, then heart attack. What are the symptoms? All the things are to be known because of the post-mortem report, PMR. एखाद्या माणसाचा संशयास्पद मृत्यू झाला तर आपण म्हणजे PMR पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट करतो. म्हणजे कशामुळे मृत्यू झाला, नेमका कुठल्या अवयवामध्ये काय बिघाड झाला. तर हे सगळं अनालिसिस म्हणजे तुमचं वरवर जे सिम्पटम्स असतील ते बघून तुम्हाला गोळ्या औषधं दिली म्हणजे आपण लगेच बरे होतो. पण काही आजार असे असतात की वर करणी तुमच्याकडे बघून, तुमचे सिम्पटम्स बघून डॉक्टर 2-3 दिवस तुम्हाला गोळ्या देईल. त्याच्यानंतर जर बरं वाटलं नाही तर मग ते म्हणतात आता आपल्याला टेस्ट करावी लागेल. ते ब्लड टेस्ट असेल, युरिन टेस्ट असेल, त्याच्यावरून मग त्याचं रक्तात काय घोळ झालाय, कुठे काय कमी आहे, कुठे काय जास्त झालंय, पांढऱ्या पेशी वाढल्या का. म्हणजे सध्या बरेचसे आजार आपल्याला असे लोकांना आपण कधी ऐकले नव्हते असे ऐकायला मिळतात. पांढऱ्या पेशी एवढ्या वाढतात एखाद्या माणसाच्या, एवढ्या कमी पण होतात. वाढणं आणि कमी होणं त्यांची लेवल विशिष्ट पद्धतीनेच असली पाहिजे. वाढल्या तरी धोका, कमी झाल्या तरी धोका. सो दीज थिंग्स आर टू बी known in the analysis and interpretation. So interpretation is the next step of the analysis. Analysis नंतरची पुढची स्टेप म्हणजे इंटरप्रिटेशन. मग त्याच्यामध्ये इन द इंटरप्रिटेशन मेन कॉज ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर थिंग्स हॅपन्ड, दॅट इज टू बी फाइंड आउट. हे कशामुळे झालं, दॅट इज टू बी फाइंड आउट फ्रॉम द इंटरप्रिटेशन. अँड देन द रेमिडियल ॲक्शन्स, some suggestions, some other things that are to be suggested by the people, and then the interpretation analysis of the financial statement is done. Now objective of analysis, as I have told you, analysis is a mere process, overlooking and saying that that is to be happened. So objective of analysis, profitability analysis. Profit from the last 5 years, 10 years, if it is a increasing one, then there is no any person required for analysis of the profitability. मागच्या वर्षी 10 लाख रुपये प्रॉफिट झाला, पुढे 20 लाख झाला, नंतर 40 लाख झाला, 50 लाख झाला, 1 करोड झाला, 1.5 करोड झाला. म्हणजे कुणी पण सांगेल की प्रॉफिट हा चांगल्या पद्धतीने होतोय. दॅट इज अ profitability analysis is the main object of the analysis. Then liquidity analysis. Profitability and liquidity, these are different things. Liquidity, it is a conversion of particular things into cash immediately. तुमच्याकडे असलेली संपत्ती, तुमच्याकडे असलेली प्रॉपर्टी जर तुम्हाला लगेचच पैशामध्ये रूपांतरित करता येत असेल तर लिक्विडिटी चांगले आहे असं म्हटलं जातं. आपण सोनं का खरेदी करतो? भविष्य काळामध्ये जर आपल्याला कुठे काय अडचण आली, पैसे आपले खर्चूनच जातात. पैसा माणसाजवळ राहत नाही, पैसा येतो तसा जातो. पण आपण मग काय करतो? सोनं किंवा काही मौल्यवान वस्तू घेतो आणि त्याच्यामध्ये इन्व्हेस्टमेंट करतो. दॅट लिक्विडिटी इज देअर. बाजारामध्ये आज म्हणजे मागं 2 वर्षापूर्वी, मागच्या 1 वर्षापूर्वी 30-40 हजार रुपये तोळे सोनं होतं. आज 50 हजाराच्या पुढे गेल्या. म्हणजे दॅट इज अ लिक्विडिटी. आणि सोनं जर बाजारात तुम्ही विकायला गेला तर कोणी म्हणजे पावती असेल तुमच्याकडे, त्याचे रिसिट असेल, तर तुम्हाला लगेचच पैशाची उपलब्धता होऊ शकते आणि युअर नीड इज टू बी फुलफिल्ड. सो लिक्विडिटी अनालिसिस इज देअर because of the analysis. Then solvency analysis. If you are solvent or insolvent, solvency means your financial position is good, and insolvent means diwalkhor. You are not in a position to pay the liabilities. That is a insolvency. And solvency means how many liabilities you are having, you can pay it very easily. And that is the solvency analysis is to be the main object of the financial statements. And that is done by the managerial people. When something is happened, emergency things are happened, then your solvency analysis can be done. तुम्हाला बाजारामध्ये लगेच काय तुमची पत आहे हे तुम्हाला सॉल्व्हन्सी अनालिसिस म्हणून कळू शकतं. दिवाळखोराला कोणी पैसे देत नाही. व्यवसाय डुबायला लागलेला आहे, बंद व्हायला लागलेला आहे, आणि त्याने जर बँकेकडे गेला, मला लोन पाहिजे, बँक म्हणेल अगोदरच लोकांचं बुडवतोय, पुन्हा आम्ही कशाला तुला देऊ आणि आम्ही पण डुबू. दॅट टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स आर टू बी डन इन द सॉल्व्हन्सी अनालिसिस. देन कंपॅरिझन्स. अनालिसिस इज अ comparison. Last 5 years, next 5 years, आणि त्याच्या मागे तुमच्या 20-25 वर्षापूर्वी, that type of position can be comparison is made in the analysis. आणि मग आपल्याला कळतं की आपण गेल्या वर्षी आपली तब्येत कशी होती, आता ह्या वर्षी कशी आहे, आपलं वजन किती होतं, आता किती आहे. मग कंपॅरिझन करतो. माझं आता कोविड-19 मध्ये 10 किलो वजन वाढलं असं लोक सांगतात. कामच नाही, घरी बसायचं, खायचं, मेनू बनवायचे, ताजं ताजं खायचं, आणि सगळ्यांच्या बरोबर खाल्लं की माणसाला अजून बरं वाटतं. मागचे 2-3 महिने सुरुवातीचे लॉकडाऊनचे लोकांनी खाल्ले आणि वजन वाढवून बसले. दॅट इज ऑल्सो द कंपॅरिझन. मग आता लोक म्हणतात, अरे 5 किलो वजन वाढलं, 10 किलो वजन वाढलं. दॅट इज ऑल्सो. आणि त्याच्या अगोदरची वजन कामं करत होती, कष्ट करत होते, हिंडत फिरत होते. बाहेर गेले की फटके मिळायचे म्हणून बाहेर पण कोणी जात नव्हते. लॉकडाऊन मध्ये पोलीस तुम्हाला दांडका घेऊन उभा राहायचा, तुम्हाला कुठे मारेल काय सांगता येत नव्हतं, म्हणून लोक बाहेरच पडत नव्हते. सो दॅट टाइप ऑफ कंपॅरिझन इज देअर इन द अनालिसिस. सो इंटरप्रिटेशन अँड अनालिसिस, द ऑब्जेक्ट इज मेकिंग द कंपॅरिझन. Last 5 years, what is your position, what is your profitability, then in the afterwards, what is your financial position, what is your profitability, and in the future, what is your expected profitability and expected financial position. That is not actual, it is to be expected. Expected is not to be happened. Sometimes what is you have expected, beyond that also you are getting. एकाने जर म्हटलं की मला 12वीला 60% मार्क पडतील, तर त्याची ती तेवढी अपेक्षा असते, पण त्याला जर 70% मार्क मिळाली तर दॅट इज अ बियॉन्ड एक्सपेक्टेशन. निकाल लागल्यावर आपण टीव्ही वरती बघतो, मी पहिला येईन असं मला स्वप्नात देखील वाटलं नव्हतं असं म्हणतात मुलं. मला येईल वाटलं होतं 10 मध्ये कधीतरी कुठेतरी असेल मी, पण पहिला येईन, वाव नो. त्यांच्या ऍक्शन बघायच्या पालकांच्या सोबत, शिक्षकांच्या सोबत, त्यांना वाटतं की आपण येऊ की नाही, मनात माणसाच्या भीती असते, दडपण असतं. पण जर तुमच्या कष्टाला यश मिळतं हे निश्चितपणानं खूनगाठ बांधायची असते. दॅट कंपॅरिझन इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल विथ द हेल्प ऑफ द फिनान्शियल स्टेटमेंट्स. देन सिस्टमॅटिक अँड सायंटिफिक अरेंजमेंट. If the financial statements are analyzed, then you are making the systematic and scientific arrangement for the future. आता हे असं घडलेलं आहे, पुन्हा असं घडू द्यायचं नसेल, that is not to be happened in future, then you are having some systematic and scientific arrangement for that. What are the reasons of failure? You can think over it, you can have some remedies, you can have some solutions, and if remedies and solutions are with you, that is known as systematic and scientific arrangement. आपल्याला आजार होऊ नये म्हणून आपण प्रिकॉशन घेतो, ठीक आहे ना. प्रिकॉशन ही सगळ्यात महत्वाची असते. आता आपण या कोरोना व्हायरस मध्ये मास्क लावून फिरतो, बाहेर पडलं तर मास्क लावतो, सॅनिटायझर आपल्या सोबत असतं, घरी आले की आंघोळ करणं, हातपाय धुणं, साबणाने आपण सगळं स्वच्छ करतो. याच्या अगोदर करायचो का इतकं? आपण आलं की तात्पुरता कसा तरी हात धुवायचा, जेवायचं, चला. पण बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी आपल्याला या कोविडमुळे शिकून गेला की स्वच्छतेमुळं बाकीचे आजार आपले पळाले सगळे. सर्दी, खोकला, थंडी, ताप, बऱ्याचशा लोकांना तर आजार असले होत नाहीत, कारण आपण काळजी घेतोय. स्वच्छता जिथे असते तिथे आजाराचं मूळ उच्चाटन होतं. त्याच्या अगोदर सगळ्या साथी यायच्या, कुठे गेल्या साथी? कोरोनानं सगळ्यांना अलर्ट केलंय, तुम्ही स्वतःची प्रिकॉशन घ्या, स्वतःचं सांभाळ करा. बाकीचे रोग आपल्याकडे फिरकले सुद्धा नाहीत. गेल्या 6 महिन्यात कुणाला ताप आला होता का? कुणाला सर्दी झाली होती का? कुणाला सिम्पटम काय वाटले का? कारण आपण सगळं व्यवस्थित करत होतो, खाणं, झोपणं, सगळ्या गोष्टी सिस्टमॅटिक होत होत्या. आणि दॅट इज अ सिस्टमॅटिक अँड सायंटिफिक अरेंजमेंट. बाकीचे डॉक्टरकडे पावसाळ्याच्या दिवसात किती आपण बघायचो. पहिले डॉक्टरचे साध्या डॉक्टरचे दवाखाने फुल असायचे. यावर्षी बघा बरं कोण जात होतं का? स्वच्छता हे सगळ्या गोष्टींची आपल्याला सुरक्षितता देण्याचं काम करते. आपण घर स्वच्छ ठेवायचो, परिसर स्वच्छ ठेवायचो, अजिबात कुठेही घाण होऊ द्यायची नाही. आणि स्वतःची स्वच्छता तर फार बघत होतो आपण. ते सगळ्याच गोष्टी, सॅनिटायझर असतात दिवसातनं 2-3 वेळा, कुठून आला, बाहेर गेला, इकडे गेला, तिकडे गेला, मास्क तर आपण लावूनच असतो. सो दॅट इज अ अरेंजमेंट. आणि म्हणून आपल्या देशामध्ये आता महाराष्ट्रातली परिस्थिती बदलते, कोरोना थोडा कमी होतोय, म्हणजे दॅट इज अ अरेंजमेंट. आणि एक महत्वाची गोष्ट तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना सांगतो, दिवाळीनंतर आपली एटीकेटीची एक्झाम, ज्यांचे विषय राहिलेले होते त्यांची एक्झाम होणार आहे. आणि लगेच पुन्हा आपली रेग्युलर एक्झाम देखील ऑनलाईन होण्याची शक्यता आहे. ज्यांचे केटी राहिलेले आहेत त्यांची एक्झाम झाली की आपली रेग्युलर एक्झाम सुद्धा आपल्याला ऑनलाईनच घ्यावी लागेल, अशी चर्चा मुंबई विद्यापीठामध्ये आहे. त्यामुळं मी सुरुवातीपासून सांगत होतो, जे ऑनलाईन लेक्चरला येत नाहीत त्यांनी आता काय सोडवायचं आणि काय करायचं, दॅट इज देअर ओन क्वेश्चन, ओन प्रॉब्लेम. मला सकाळीच एक सरांचा फोन आला होता, सर विद्यापीठाची काल मीटिंग झाली एक्झामची, त्यांनी ठरवलंय दिवाळीच्या सुट्टीनंतर, म्हणजे दिवाळी झाल्यावर, सुट्टी तर आपण आहेच आता सध्या सुट्टीवरच आहोत, तसं वर्क फ्रॉम होम चाललंय, पण दिवाळीनंतर लगेच एटीकेटीच्या एक्झाम होतील आणि लगेच 15-20 दिवसानंतर आपली जी आता 3rd सेमिस्टर आहे त्या 3rd सेमिस्टरच्या एक्झाम देखील लगेच 1-1.5 महिन्यामध्ये लागतील. आणि म्हणून जे जे टॉपिक आपले झालेले आहेत, आता 100% सिलेबस होईल की नाही हा भाग आहे. जेवढा सिलेबस झाला तेवढ्यावरती तुम्हाला क्वेश्चन्स विचारले जातील आणि सगळे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह क्वेश्चन असतील. जे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह क्वेश्चन अकाउंटन्सीमध्ये कसे असणार, तर जे तुम्ही प्रॅक्टिकल प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये शिकलात तेच तुम्हाला ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह मध्ये विचारणार. नाहीतर आम्हाला सर ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह द्या, आम्हाला त्याच्यातलं हे द्या. तुम्ही प्रॉब्लेम सोडवा, तुम्हाला दिलेलं सगळं व्यवस्थित करा, ऑटोमॅटिक तुम्हाला ऑब्जेक्टिव्हची उत्तरं लिहिता येतील. म्हणजे या सगळ्या गोष्टी ज्या आहेत त्या सगळ्या गोष्टी तुम्हाला मुद्दाम जाणीव करून देतोय. अजून बरेचसे विद्यार्थी लेक्चरला अटेंड राहत नाहीत. आपला SY BComचा पूर्ण ऍडमिशन 110 विद्यार्थ्यांचा आहे. 110 विद्यार्थी ऍडमिशन घेतलेले आहेत आणि त्याच्यातले आज 25 हजर आहेत, मी सोडून, म्हणजे 24. मी पण त्या 25 मध्ये असतो. म्हणजे आपली 25% सुद्धा हजेरी नाही. 75% लोकांना ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह मध्ये काय लिहिणार आणि कसे पास होणार, काळजी करा सगळ्यांनी. परीक्षा 1-1.5 महिन्यावर येऊन ठेपलेले आहे. केटीची एक्झाम नंतर लगेच रेग्युलर एक्झाम तुमची 3rd सेमिस्टरची होईल. जे FY ची असेल तर FY ची पण 1st सेमिस्टरची होईल, SY ची 3rd सेमिस्टरची होईल आणि TY ची 5th सेमिस्टरची होईल. कोविड आहे म्हणजे मजा करायची आपल्याला सूट सवलत नाही. वर्क फ्रॉम होम चाललंय, ऑनलाईन लेक्चर चाललेले आहेत आणि परीक्षेच्या दृष्टीनं तुम्ही सुद्धा तयारीला लागा. जे जे देतोय, जे जे सांगतोय ते व्यवस्थित करा आणि जे येत नाहीत त्यांना काय होईल ते त्यांना नशिबाने साथ दिली तर पास होतील, नाहीतर मग देव त्यांचं भलं करो, एवढंच मी म्हणेन. ठीक आहे, ओके, बाय.